What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to create a retro vintage best-selling merch by Amazon design from start to finish. So make sure you stick around to see the process from A to Z. It's a video you don't want to miss if you want to make some decent sales for merch by Amazon or any other POD platform. What do you guys think of the new studio, eh? Leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. By the way, guys, if you don't have Adobe Illustrator, I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description to get a 7-day free trial. And for Vexels, I'm going to leave you a 35% discount, so make sure you check out the link below in the description. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If there's enough demand for these kind of videos, I'm going to start making you a design series to show you exactly how to make the best-selling designs on POD. So let me know, guys, down below in the comments if you'd like me to make a series on how to make the best-selling merch by Amazon designs, so that you guys learn the skills of how these designs are made and you can inject your own personality and learn the skill of designing for merch by Amazon and POD this way. So let's say you like this design right here. I'm going to show you exactly how you can make something similar to this. Again, don't copy, guys. Don't copy these designs, right? Inject your own personality, your own vibe, but don't copy these designs. I'm just going to show you exactly how to create them and then let your creative juices flow. It's completely up to you how you create these designs. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to Illustrator. We need to create the exact dimensions that Amazon wants us to create our t-shirts in, which is 4,500 pixels by 5,400 pixels. I've already created mine, but I'm going to show you how you can create it. On a Mac, click on Command N, or on PC it will be Control N, and then you select your width 4,500 and the height would be 5,400 pixels. Your color mode would have to be RGB color, and don't mess around with anything else, and then click on create. For me, I like to see the background, so I just click on Command Shift D and then it shows the background like that. Some people like to import Illustrator templates from the Amazon website. I don't want to do that, guys, because, for example, sometimes when you finish your artwork, the final resolution may be more by 1 pixel or something, so we don't want to use that. So what I typically like to do, guys, is import the design to Illustrator, the design that I'm trying to get inspiration from. In this case, this is the design that I'm talking about. Simply just go into it and do a screenshot of the design and then import it to Illustrator like so. And now you're free to get inspired. The first thing we want to create is this sunset right here. How you do it, it's pretty simple, guys. But if you don't know how, it'll be very simple when I'll show you how to do it right now. So I'm just going to go to my ellipse tool like so. Click on it. As you can see, as I'm dragging, it's not creating a perfect circle. For it to create a perfect circle, I have to click on Shift. So keep clicking on Shift and drag. And then click on the selection tool if you want to move the selection. Now I'm just going to make it slightly bigger. Again, keep clicking on Shift so that the shape maintains its position. I think this is too big, so we're going to make it a bit smaller. There's two things you can do right here. You can either cut this part, so the bottom part, or you can mask it. I prefer to mask it because when you work with opacity masks, it's a non-destructive process. So you can do whatever you want. And if you make a mistake, you can go back and change things around. So I'm going to select this bit right here, go to transparency, make mask, and then click to edit your opacity mask. Then click clip. I've chosen a rectangle. Now I'm just going to create my opacity mask. And as you can see, if the color is black, as you can see, this is my rectangle and I can move it wherever I want. Can you see that?
Nope.
So I'm just going to bring it down. I'm happy with it right here. And now simply you go back to the main shape. As you can see, we have a full circle, but we've hidden this bottom part right here and it doesn't show at all in our design. If you don't want it to show at all, you have to make sure that your color is black of this rectangle right here. If it's completely white, then there will be no mask. If you change it to black, it will be completely transparent. So now we need to create these splits. Let me show you how to create them. We'll get a rectangle and we're going to draw it like this. I'll change the color of the rectangle. We'll duplicate by clicking Alt and drag. I want to make this one bigger, like so. I'll just make it slightly transparent just so I can see how I'm working with the background, like so. We'll change it back again later on. So I'm going to make this one smaller and again duplicate, but this time we're going to change the size of the rectangle, make it this small, and again like so, and then again like so. Again, we're going to make the rectangle even smaller, one more and one more. Anyway, play around with them however you want and come up with the best shape that you feel like, yeah, this is good. Now I'm going to bring back the full opacity. I've just selected them. I'm going to click right here and make it 100%. Again, select, and we're going to group by clicking on Command G. And now we want to make the ellipse the top layer. Now we want to select both and click on Command 7 or Control 7 for PC. And now guys, we can do anything we want to all these rectangles inside the circle. So we're going to double click to go into this group and then double click again to go on them individually. We can select like so and then add a stroke. See this guys? Now we can change the colors of all these bits separately. If you don't have a vintage color palette, you can simply go to Google and grab one. It's pretty easy. So you just go to Google and type retro vintage color palette and there's plenty of palettes to choose from. I'm simply going to go for this one right here. Just do a screen grab and grab this color palette and import it to Illustrator. Just like so. I'm going to do an image trace quickly so that I can vectorize this shape. Expand. Done. So we're going to be different from this design just by choosing different colors in different areas. So now we're going to double click again and then again double click until we can access these parts individually. As you can see, we're accessing them individually. So click on this part right here. I'm going to click on eye to get the eyedropper tool and then select this color. I'm going to change to the selection tool with V to select this part right here and then change it to this color. And again, this one to this color, this one to this color, and again the same color, this one to this color, this color, this color, this one's this color. I need to add the strokes again. There you go. Click out and here we are guys. Now we need to create the text part. We'll start with vintage. Get whichever font you want. Make sure you get something that looks vintagey. It's really important. You don't want something that is not relevant to the actual design. Just gonna get something like this. You could try something like this. There we go. Now on to the next one, 2004. I'm just gonna click on Alt and click drag. 2004, make it bigger. Now what you'll find is sometimes you can't make the font bigger than a certain point. If you try and make it bigger, then it won't do anything. In this case, we're gonna vectorize it. How do you do that? You just create an outline from the text. In my case, I'm using a Mac, so that's Command Shift and O. Now this has become a shape. So we'll make it bigger like so. We'll position it over here. That's good for me. Now we'll create the bottom part. Same thing, click on Alt, drag, and at the same time press Shift if you don't want it to deviate right or left, and then double click. I'm gonna write limited edition. Now onto the final part, which is 18 years of being awesome. For this, we're gonna need to create a circle and then type on the path of the circle. I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to the ellipse tool, create a circle. I'm gonna make sure that it's bigger than the actual circle that we've got. Again, I'm gonna go to transparency so I can see what I'm working with. This is the circle, as you can see. Go right here, make it slightly bigger like so. Position it so that it's just outside the circle, because this is where the text is going to be positioned, on top of this path right here. Now I'm going to right click and go on type on path and then type 18 years of being awesome. I'm going to select it and make it bigger. Can you see how tiny it is? So we're going to make it bigger. Now we're going to need to center this bit. I have to go to this part right here and then drag. As you can see, very fiddly. You have to find this bit right here and then click and drag on it. This is centered, so I'm happy with it. Now I think I need to increase the space between the letters. So I'm going to select the whole text, go to character, go to tracking right here and increase the space. I know I need to start 18 from somewhere around here. So I need to drag it all the way down here and then make the text bigger. Keep tweaking until you're happy with the result that you want. Now we need to create this star. Pretty simple. You just go to the star tool, create your star and then position it right here and the next one as well. Now we need to change the color of the text. I want to make this text yellow. I want to make this text beige, like this color right here, and the same thing for this text and the same thing for the stars. So just select them. Now let's put a black background behind it, and that's what it looks like. The next thing I want to do is add a bit of distress to put it all together. So I'm going to select the entire design, Command G on Mac or Control G on Windows. Now we need to find a distress texture. Just going to go to FreePick or go to Google, wherever you want. Just grab a distress texture that you like. I'm just going to go for this one right here. Click on it, download it because I've got a FreePick account. Or you can also get it from Vexels or Creative Fabrica or wherever you want. I've just imported it to Illustrator. I'm just going to copy it by clicking on Command C on Mac and Control C on Windows. I'm going to click to select the whole design, go to transparency, click to create make mask, click on my opacity mask right here, click on clip and then paste my texture. It's going to be small. I just need to drag to make it bigger. As you can see, it's not very pronounced. It's pretty subtle. You can use your own. Keep checking different ones and see which one works best for you. Now when we're done with the design, we simply go to background, deselect the background. To export the design, click on File, Export for Screens, choose your name. I just put Vintage Design and then click on Export Artboard. and this is what the design looks like, transparent PNG. Now there's one other trick. This vintage 2004, it can be cut out on this main design, which I would say is better, because if you do it this way, the t-shirt color will show underneath. Let me show you how it's done. It's pretty simple. Again, it's done with an opacity mask. You don't need to cut anything out, guys. It's all done via opacity mask. So you need to click on vintage, click on shift, and at the same time click on 2004, copy it by clicking on Command C or Control C if you have Windows, delete it, and then click on the shape, click to edit opacity mask like so, click on clip, and now you want to click on Command Shift and V. What it will do is it will paste it in the exact position, and because the color was completely black, what it did is it cut out vintage 2004 from the shape of the sunset. Now the great thing is this vintage 2004 is transparent, so when you change the background to purple, for example, it shows the underneath as purple. See that? Obviously we're not going to choose this color. Again, we can export it by clicking on File, Export, Export for Screens, Export Artboard, and that's what it looks like, guys. That simple. Now if you really don't want to create anything from scratch and you want to use amazing graphic elements, you can check out Vexels. I've got you guys 35% discount in the description down below. We've got so many designs to choose from. Simply click on any one of them. They give you Illustrator files so you can change them however you want. The choice is limitless. Because you guys are so dear to me, I wanted to give you guys a free masterclass that shows you a 4-step system on how to work on merch by Amazon and be successful. And even if you don't have an account, I show you how to create an account there as well, guys. All you need to do is you go to the link down below in the description. It will say free merch by Amazon masterclass. Click on it and join the masterclass, guys. You'll definitely get a lot of value. And to give you a bit of value, guys, you can download 200 plus profitable niches down below in the description. If you guys don't have a merch by Amazon account and would like one, or if you know someone that has been struggling to get accepted on merch by Amazon, we have a merch by Amazon account creation service, and you can find the detail of which down below in the description. You can get your merch by Amazon account within 24 hours, fully activated, and you can start working right away. Check the details down below in the description, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification button and all that jazz. I'll see you in the next video.